Stop moving, stop talking, just listen.
If you're in the woods of Cherokee Nation and you hear drums, you may be hearing the sound of the Nûñnë'hï. The Nûñnë'hï are a race of immortal spirit beings that have been living in the woods of Cherokee Nation for as long as the Cherokee have known.
However, they could be living anywhere they wish. They could live in the earth, the trees, the lakes, the rivers, and the streams. They can settle into wherever they feel comfortable and call it home. Their name, Nûñnë'hï, is literally translated to the people who live anywhere. They could be in your backyard, underneath your patio, or even in your attic. They're immortal spirit beings, but they do have a preference for where they like to call home. They actually prefer the rocky and the mountainous terrain where there's little to no vegetation.
So what happens if you end up running into one of these Nûñnë'hï, and how do you handle yourself? Well, I doubt you'd even recognize them if you did. The Nûñnë'hï are said to appear just as regular people. They don't glow, they don't have odd facial structures, or even speak in riddles. They can look and sound just like you or I, if they so wish. They typically appeared as other Cherokee tribesmen and women during dances. The Cherokee would light a fire and play their drums during celebrations, and the Nûñnë'hï would sneak in and dance alongside the Cherokee. They're benign and peaceful beings that tend to be very helpful, and even supposedly been cited by English settlers. But the most amazing and heroic account of their good deeds takes us back to one of the darkest times in American history.
During the 1830s, many of the Cherokee were lied to, tricked, and forced into an agreement known as the Treaty of Nûñnë'hï. And because of this, they were going to be forced out of their home, out of Cherokee Nation, and into a brand new state, whether they liked it or not. During this time, a Nûñnë'hï came forward, and he spoke to a small tribe of Cherokee. He said there were going to be some bad people coming to take him away. He said they needed to gather all of their things and be ready to leave in 7 days. Well, after the 7 days had come and gone, only a handful of Cherokee listened to the Nûñnë'hï and were prepared. They had all their belongings, their kids, and whoever was willing to go with them. So the Nûñnë'hï led them away into the top of a mountain. Now, which one we're not sure of. But once they arrived, the Nûñnë'hï rolled away a massive boulder, and it revealed the most beautiful of places inside this mountaintop. They stayed there with the Nûñnë'hï, and by listening to them and hiding inside this mountaintop, they managed to survive the event that we now know as the Trail of Tears.
If you'd like to meet a Nûñnë'hï, you're going to have a hard time doing so. They're indiscernible from people, and the only clue to where they live is the fading sound of beating drums. But once you make it to where you heard the drums, you'll begin to hear them again, but from a different location. Now you can keep following the sound of drums over and over throughout all of Cherokee Nation, searching for these immortal spirit beings, and it'll eventually lead you nowhere, and you would have found nothing. Or you can watch this video that YouTube says you're going to like, and I'll see you there.